Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful day and is ready for this review. Now, this review is kind of special to me because of the way I took this, in the sense that I did go to my buddy's crib and I did an actual garage gym session. You could catch that on the live. So if you watch the live, you know what pre-workout we took, and it was not just 1, 2, 3. No, it was 5 of us that took the same pre-workout, and everybody gave me the same feedback for it, and which is they actually loved it. So the pre-workout that I'm going to review for you guys is none other than the Unleashed Yayo collaboration that Nutricartel did with Muscle Force. Now, if you guys love Muscle Force, you know Muscle Force did their Christmas edition, which was one of the best pre-workouts that I did try, and I did give out the second tub of that as a Christmas giveaway last year. So that right there tells you that how much I love Muscle Force. And Nutricartel, since I'm a Georgia native now, coming up 3 years living in Georgia, I gotta support my Georgia people, and Jake at Nutricartel is here in Georgia, so I'm gonna support him, and I got faith in him because when he comes through with either the new Crack OG with the Nutricartel flavor, or he does the collab with a pollen, or he does collabs with other people, or he's dropping Extremist Cartel pre-workouts, I gotta support him. So for me, I feel like he hasn't let me down so far with any pre-workout, so why should this be different? Now let's get into the flavor of this, and we'll get into some of the facts afterwards, and then I'll let you know the experience, because even though we did it live and we were working out, I gotta explain to you what was going on in my mind, and then everybody's mind after we finished that 1-hour gym session, or when we went off air. So this flavor we are getting here is a Bloody Bear flavor. You see it right here. It's kind of like a little bear, teddy bear, and it does taste pretty good. It's like a cherry, like a little it's almost a sour, sweet cherry flavor, almost leaning towards a sour gummy bear, like I could say strawberry cherry more than anything, and it doesn't taste bad at all. But you do get like a little bitterness at the end, and that's because of the ingredient that is in here. It is one of the good ingredients, or the illicit vibes, or the illicit ingredients that does give that bitter taste. So with that, I'm gonna give this flavor a 9 out of 10, just because it tastes so good and I don't mind downing it. The only thing that I would give it a 9 out of 10 for is just because it had that little bitter taste in the back that kind of stood there for a little bit, and I had to wash it down with some water. But besides that, I'm kind of being picky on it, but I'll give it a 9 out of 10, and it's pretty good no matter what. So let's get into the supplement facts, and then we'll get into the experience and let you know how I was feeling mentally with this. Now we are getting a 1 scoop serving size at 16 grams. Now when I throw it on the scale, you do have to put a little bit more because it came out to 15 on my scale, so it was short 1 gram, which is not that bad. So you just do a little heaper and you're good to go. Or if you want, you can weigh it out, whatever your preference. And we do get 25 servings of this, so I feel like we're winning. Anything above 20, especially for a High-Stim pre-workout, 25 servings, oof, it's gonna last you a long time. Now let's get into the ingredient profile. It is divided in 4 sections, and it is the money, power, and pumps. So basically the pumps that we are getting in here. And we are getting some L-citrulline malate, 2-to-1 ratio at 8 grams. So not bad at all. You know, that's enough for pumps. And we are getting some beta alanine at 3,000 milligrams. A little bit under the recommended dose, but who cares about the recommended dose? It just depends on the sourcing of the beta. You could have 2.5, but if the beta is good, if the beta is well sourced, then you're gonna feel it no matter what. Now, let's get into the Mafia Mind Control. And I love these names that it gives it because it plays off the Tony Montana movie and the whole mafia aspect of it. Now we are getting some chlorine L-bicitrate at 1,000 milligrams, some L-tyrosine at 1,000 milligrams, some lion's mane mushroom extract at 800 milligrams. Next ingredient we are getting in here is some Nupep at 30 milligrams, another ingredient to get us into that nootropic bubble or that head high that we all love to feel, especially on a High-Stim Saturday or High-Stim Sunday or High-Stim weekend, period. Now, the next ingredient you are getting in here is some Huperzine A extract at 30 milligrams, another nootropic, another feel-good ingredient. And I already fell in love with the label before I even tried it out, just because it was back-to-back hitter ingredients. Now, let's get into the Say Hello stimulants. And we are getting some caffeine adrenasis at 450 milligrams. So that's it. You already know we're in that High-Stim realm. Anything over 300 for me, I'm calling it High-Stim. Now we are getting that 2-amino bimethylene jugular's regia at 250 milligrams, meaning that DMHA. And honestly, that's a hefty dose for a pre-workout. And we're getting some BPEA at 200 milligrams, some N-phenyldimethyl citrate as Araya gerenesis at 200 milligrams, and then some theobromine at 100 milligrams. Now we are getting some Al Pacino absorption as estrogen at 50 milligrams. So this is a loaded High-Stim pre-workout, and we are getting the DMA, the 2-amino, we are getting the Nupep, the lion's mane, some L-tyrosine. We are getting all these ingredients that give us that nice euphoric hit. Now let's get into the experience and how fast and how long does it take for it to hit. So when it came down to taking this, when I downed this, I downed like half the bottle first and then started sipping the rest later. So by that 10-minute mark, you already start feeling something like is brewing in the back of your mind. You do feel the betas. They come in like, I felt that a little bit in my hands and a little bit on my ears, but then it kind of went away within like the first 2 to 3 minutes. And as you start working out, you hit that 25-minute mark, you start like feeling something like extra, or like you feel something's building, and then you start just feeling good. And then you just get this crazy, or I want to say like an insane focus that you're like, you could think of about maybe 2 to 3 things just because of how zoned in you're in. And when the music was playing, it kind of put you in your own zone, in your own headspace, or, you know, a bubble, as you want to call it. And like, you can think about like 2 or 3 things, like, okay, I'm gonna go hit bench. So you'd be like, okay, this is how much I'm hitting. And then let's say you're gonna hit 25 pounds on each side plus the bar, and then you're gonna do, let's say, 20 reps. And then that's what you're doing. You get up, start walking around, and you're thinking of what exercise you're gonna do next. And you know, you can still hold a conversation, but it's just a when it starts hitting, it will, you'll know that it's there, and that focus is just insane. And I kind of like it just because it doesn't distract you from anything else that's happening around you, in the sense that if you're trying to get a great workout in and trying to feel good while you're doing it, and not thinking about being on your phone or like switching the playlist, just let that playlist rock. That's how I felt. Put that first song and let YouTube take control of it. If it throws you metal, if it throws you hip hop, if it throws you, electric, whatever it is, you're gonna feel good on it no matter what. Now, when they hit that 30 to 40 minute mark, that was just like where I felt like it just smacked me, because I got off the shoulder press machine, and we were doing shoulders, and I was just lifting up the bar, and I was like, whoa, this thing is hitting me, and it's just like building and building and building, and I'm like, yo, when is it gonna stop? Because I'm already, getting up there. And I looked at my watch, and I'm like, okay, heart rate is like 145. Checked out it again, it was like 155. So I'm like, okay, I know I'm burning calories, because when your heart rate is up, you're burning calories, but I didn't feel like that. Boom, boom. No, I didn't feel none of that. I just felt really good in a great nootropic, like almost, I would say euphoric bubble. Everybody else was saying the same thing. It was a nice pre-workout, that it does smack you, but then after it hits its peak, it stays there. And I guess that's like when the theobromine comes in and does its thing, and it kind of like helps you and coaches you throughout your workout and throughout the mental effects of it. And I guess the clarity comes from, or that nice zoned in feeling comes from the lion's mate, as it is dosed at 800 milligrams. So like by that hour and a half, you're already feeling the most you're ever gonna feel of the pre-workout, meaning it's not gonna build past that 1 hour and a half mark. And you're gonna feel this for the next possible like 2 to 3 hours, and it will make you go hard. Like I went so hard on this that by the time we drove back home, because it's like an hour and a half drive, so we did an hour workout, chill for like 30 to take a breather, and we did take this fasted, so it hit us hard in the morning. And by the time like we got home, like it did last about 30 minutes afterwards. And after I ate, I was good. It was no appetite. I didn't feel no appetite suppressing, and I kind of felt hungry. But more than hunger, I felt thirsty. I downed like 3 or 4 bottles of water on the way home, like that, which it was like an hour or hour and a half. I'm not sure. I can't remember if it was hour and a half, because I know there was some traffic, but I wasn't really looking at the clock. I was just focused on getting back home. And that's another thing. It kind of helps you if you're driving. It does, get you more alert and more in tune. It gives you a nice nootropic bubble, but nothing that, you can't notice what's going around. So all in all, this Nutricartel and Muscle Force collab, Unleash Yayo, is a hitter. This, I feel like you should pick this up before it goes away, because they're not making this ever again. And Jake says he has a couple of units left. I think it's like 60 to 70. It's under 100 units. And I'm thinking of picking more up if he will have this available in the next couple months, just because it is going away, and this is something that you should stash. And I will give you a pro tip, which I didn't make a video on it. Buy the silica packets. GGH put me onto it, so I gotta put you guys onto it. You put the silica packets on it, and I had a pre-workout that I had for 1 year, and it did not clump up. It did not turn to any kind of rock. It was like a nice powder. And the pre-workout that I did have for over a year was the Black Market and Panda, because I bought both of those, both of the flavors, the Gorilla Rage and the Bloody Gummy Bear flavor, and it stood till the time with the silicone packet. So it lasted a year. I think it could last longer if you have it in a nice cool damp place with the silicone packet. So all in all, 9 out of 10 for flavor and 10 out of 10 for a High-Stim euphoric great vibe pre-workout. And I'll leave my discount code right here that you can pick this up at Nutricartel, as it is a Nutricartel exclusive pre-workout with all the goodies: Araya, New Pep, DMHA, and you got the Lion's Mate. What else can you ask for in a pre-workout? And 450 milligrams of caffeine. And with that, guys, I'll catch you in the next video.